pray you will choose true kingdom. With all that I am, I pray each and every one chooses to come out of it all. Because I sit there and I speak to each one of you as if you're the only one that will listen to the truth, that will care enough to empower integrity and honour, to empower truth, the spirit of truth, care that comes through the wisdom, through the truth, to comprehend that we're family. Part of family is lost to the fall, and it don't need to be that way at all. But when we walk with our Father Creator, it's this intimate. There's no to-ing and fro-ing. There's no games. There's no treachery. There's no hidden agenda of cowardice, heartlessness, even vindictiveness. For what? Against people for stuff they haven't done. When those that have done it all are the ones. That's getting bogged down in it all, family. So we have to strip it back to bare. Proper care. So I call to each one of you as a faithful son, as a faithful brother on the journey of life, standing on the face of true earth in real time before our Father Creator's throne, before His pure heart, the court of truth, within His tabernacle. And everything stripped back to bare. As if you're the only one that will choose to care. No matter what you start in life, no matter what your indoctrination has been thus far. And everyone's indoctrinated, and with true wisdom you start there, with true care for all. But even if there's only one that'll choose in their heart to empower integrity and honour, to break the cycle of the abuse, the cycle of the fall, the deception of all, the betrayal of all. I pray all of you choose to sit there, no matter what tribe or clan you come from, or think you come from, or what you've been through thus far, what your life happenings, that are your life refinings, preparation. But none need fall, but all need to come out of it all, because we're family. When all stripped bare, and you see the state of true reality, of everyone's predicament before the throne of our Father Creator, and most don't even realise it. I speak these things with gentleness in spirit, faithfulness in spirit to you all. Because you're my family on the journey of life. And my will, my choice, my energy is that none of you fall. Because we're family above it all. What words can be spoken to communicate the state of things when in true vision, in true sight, true awareness of the outrageousness of it all, but also of the way through and out of it all. And for the most part, it's without even getting up off that chair, where we all sit down and wake up for first time proper, to overcome the indoctrination, to empower integrity and honour, whether defending it, realising it for the first time, or coming back to it from the mess of it all, from the outrageousness of it all, from the brokenness of it all. And that's most, because we're right at the end of Satan's season for a little while, where all will be deceived, but it's time to be deceived no more. It's time to come and be family. Time to come and take your place in our Father Creator's tabernacle, where all's pure, and everything's stripped back to bare, with no colour anywhere, because we're more than clothing in true attire. That includes colour of your temple, the body, true temple that houses the Holy Spirit of truth, who we are when we're not indoctrinated into outrageousness of all that we've all known thus far, whether in this part of the earth or wherever, throughout true earth. It's all the same. I seek that you sit there as family, not indoctrinated into being full, because in the fullness of truth, this is who we are, in real time, all the time, before our Father Creator's throne, above the waters, just above our head right now, and it always has been. And all that's been said and done, whether out in open or even in the deepest bunkers with the thickest walls and the greatest delusion, by the very soul, the choice has been heard, weighed and balanced. It's our Father Creator that stirred from his chair, because it's time to sort things out now, family. In my choice, in my will, in my energy, with all that I am, I pray that every one of you know the healing and the transformation that happens within when you sit in that chair and you hear the truth spoken, words that are worthy to be spoken, worthy to be listened to, reflected on, looked into with all your heart, with integrity and honour, lifted up to our Father Creator above all things, above all things, as a faithful son or a faithful daughter, facing him the right ways round, no matter what ways you found, because of the treachery that we're all born into, and that spirit of intent that's got most things the wrong way round. But it's time to turn the tables round. But this time integrity and honour prevails, because this is who we are, when all is stripped bare, in choice, in truth. Our Father Creator's tabernacle, sitting in that chair, and sitting in that chair. Because when you're listening, you're sitting in that chair, listening to words hard fought for, coming from that chair. Proper care. It doesn't matter which way round, as long as the words there are worthy to be spoken. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, taking twice as much as we pour out. Because we're all the same, we all stand on level ground, in spirit, in the truth, because we're family, no matter who or where we found. In Christ's true kingdom, it's not religion, it's none of that stuff. And I'm going to have to show you all, so you can see, so you're able to, in your heart, to come out of all the fall, and the outrageousness of it all, the hijacking of true kingdom. But that was meant to be for then, up to now. Now it's time for true kingdom, because this is who we are. There's things that you need to hear, so that you can realise we're all born in the sewer, but realise that there's water's crystal clear, beyond some red pill. That just starts to wake you up, the clear waters lead you here. And lead you here. But there's no jibber jabber, or treachery, or dishonour, no fall found in here. You have to leave all that at the door. Let it go, because we're family. And you'll only get bogged down in all that stuff. This of the fall out there. It's time to hear water's crystal clear, so you can stop going around in circles, in confusion. Take your place both here and here, with forgiveness, with mercy, not with opinions, because in kingdom we don't have opinions. It's not that we're all dumbed down robots and stupefied. That's their version of reality. But the truth prevails, and it remains the same. We found it be. Being the size of an ant that we are, in the physical, before the throne of eternity. But here we are, all the same, standing on top of it all, with the choice to come out of it all, or fall, and be part of all it was before, and be bound with it all, or to realise there's a lot more to be realised. And it starts by sitting there, that wakes you up, and our Father Creator meets you there, like He meets us everywhere. He refines your heart and leads you there, to this place, we're all stripped bare, neutral in the truth, within proper care, as the family that we are. So it's time to break down all the lies, the compromise, the corruption, the dishonour, the treachery, the treason, the abominations, all of it. My prayer, my will, is that none of you fall. Because right there, in the fullness of the brokenness of it all, is the actual healing to come out of it all. Because our Father Creator, His heart's pure. Our Father everlasting, forevermore. And it's just above our heads right now, in real time. So is the fullness of the kingdom in the heavens. It's not some abstract thing in religion. It's where true rubber meets true road. And we've all been distracted, led right round in circles into a right mess, spinning around on Satan's imaginary ball, lost and deceived in the fullness of it all, crying out, climbing mountains and going round in circles in a to and fro, trying to find that's within, and always has been. But you have to sit down, and you have to care, and it starts there. If it's your first day of just realising. So those of you that are sitting there already, you know what I'm talking about. You know what holding on to it this far, this long, is all about. A true refining to the very core. True saints prevailing forevermore. That's why it's not a fickle thing to sit here for the first time, nor to dwell here every day. But we all start here, and ego and pride and all the other crap, it's got nothing to do with being here. All that's left out there. In here we family. The blood of atonement meets us right here. And it's not religion. It's within. Where the blood's renewed and the Christ oil flows. Your very sovereign soul knows for the first time proper that we walk with our Father Creator and never close prayer. Don't break communication anywhere. I'll go round in circles like Simon says, in all the religions and paraphernalia that goes on out there, taking advantage of the faithfulness of the heart of man. Well, I stand to defend all who care, all who choose integrity and honour everywhere, because you're my family. You're not falling anywhere. But you do have to stop spinning around if you're still in that state, in that place, in their care. You have to come out now, because truth's profound, proper. It's best to sit down in this place and seek our Father Creator and His grace, because He's with us all. All means all throughout true earth. And I'm not having it that any of you fall, but those who choose to, that won't do the right thing and come out of it all and break the cycle of indoctrination and abuse, you'll fall. And it's clear apparent that all of you messing about in that, none of you comprehend what separation is, not even indeed eternity, the magnitude of it all. But those of you that choose to come out, for our Father Creator to be able in your heart to meet you as you are, no matter what state you're in, at the bottom or the so-called top, right ways round or not. I'll stand to defend all of you equal, as will everyone else of True Kingdom, as family. But you can't blog it, so don't even try, because you don't even need to. But you do have to stop being distracted if you're still in that state, and sit down and meet our Father Creator and meet family right here in real time, with forever and for always in mind. Because here leads you back to day one, each one of our own individual day ones, the day you were born into true earth, before your clay was broken and your waters were tainted. And here we are, but this time with a choice. But you have to come back to day one, the day you were born, and relook at everything, to be wheat refined as pure, and not tares that are torn. You don't come out of it all. And the offer to sit there, to start there, that leads to there, awake, aware, refined as finest silver, finest gold, choicest wheat, and not broken tare. The blood of atonement's within, so's true Christ's kingdom, so's the integrity and honour in our choice. But truth is too profound to be fickle, because in the truth all the indoctrinations fall down on an epic level. So it's best to sit down on your own, where you face eternity, where you face your absolute choice that was stolen on day one, and the awareness of it, the pureness of it. And it is a proper epic journey, first sitting there to end up there. There's a less distressing way through. My heart motive intention is to show it to all of you, because it's without even getting up off your chair, but within the very core of your very soul. It's best that you all prepare to not be bogged down in the outrageousness of the fall, but rather come out of it all, because there's way more awesome stuff to learn, to become aware of, to be fulfilled within, you find through, than all the outrageousness that we're all born into. So rather than getting distracted even a day more, it's time to come out of it all, to overcome the lie and the outrageousness that we're all born into, to overcome the indoctrination and not fall. Because what comes through now is the full sum of it all, and it'll be what it'll be, because we're family. But this time the saints prevail, because we're not where those who are liars and deceivers and betrayers of all have told us we all are. Not even close. It's wishful thinking on their part to go double dip on mankind, but they didn't factor in our Father Creator's heart, an actual reality, nor the season of the Son of Man, because that's who we are. Man coming out of the fall, coming out of it all. So I pray you've heard the report and prepared your heart to come out of the compromise and the outrageousness of it all. Take your place in Christ's kingdom and not fall. That means come out of religion or you'll fall. Heavy millstone, that lot, with a lot of blood on its head. All the way up to the heavens throne. It's all known. You don't want to partake in what our Father Creator's got in His cup. That's for those that choose in their choice to reject the anointing cup. That'll turn, by their choice, into a cup of indignation. You don't want to go there. Not when the best within everyone's true care is sitting right there in that chair to wake up first time, to end up sitting there with a true care for all mankind, for all creation, and above all, our Father Creator's pure heart, that's not part of the fall, nor are we, by the way. But it is time to come out of it all. It is time not to fall. The truth will absolutely transform every one of you. It's not already done so. Don't get bogged down in the dark. The way's within, in your choosing, to self-correct in the truth. True repentance. That's what it means. To steer your boat, to steer your heart, the rudder of your very sovereign soul. But you have to overcome the indoctrination. To strip back to first day, where everything's neutral and pure. And we're not lost in the lies and the debauchery of it all. It's not like that at all. But we have to choose to come out of it all. Eternity is not a game, nor is integrity and honour, and it ain't for sale. It's foundational. Though thus far we've all gone round in circles all our days. It's time to plough straight lines, in the right ways. Because we're family. Proper broken and in the thick of it all we may be. But the way's there. It's not religion. It's family. To realise we're our Father Creator's children. And Satan's season of a little while, spinning us round on an imaginary ball, being lost in space. And all the stuff that comes with all that stuff. It's over now. This is just a call for all who will sit here, if you're not already sitting there. Come back to our Father Creator the right ways round. doesn't submit to crooked leadership or treacherous ways, but realises you don't spin around at all. And there's a whole lot more to learn. A whole lot more to learn. Indeed. That's why there's no time. There's none left. To be fickle. To be compromised or corrupted. To be lost in it all. It's time to come out and realise there's an awesome side to life, and we'll be slaves in this part of the earth plane no more. We don't have to have a outrageousness about it all, because this isn't about the physical, this is about spirit. Physical follows suit. You have to get it right within first. That's why we have to start here, where we sat down in the right real spoken with care, because that's what I come through today to fulfill, because you're all my family. The truth's shocking, so you best prepare, but there's an awesome side of it, so I'm starting there before you all get bogged down in the outrageousness. The unintended despair. That's getting stopped. Indeed. They're the ones in lessons to learn. Because we're family. And we're not slaves. And it's time for the saints to prevail, because this is who we all are when we're not. Lost in Satan's circus tent, and house of distorted mirrors. Well, in this place, the mirror's broken from the get-go, shattered, and no more. The Satan circus tent has got all the earth deceived. It's coming down now. It's time for truth in house. It's time for truth in heart. It's time for truth in mind. All mankind. To those that know what I speak of, I pray you've all chosen to be kingdom, to be family. Because the healing's there, and none need fall, none at all. But a choice is a choice, where all things are laid bare. True kingdom starts here. Not out there, but here. The journey leads here. It's always there, because no matter how much you learn and become aware of here, you're always there, every day, awakening to the fullness of things, and every day ending up here, to start there, where wisdom begins and prevails by choice, because you have to choose to be here, same as you have to choose to be here, not going round in circles in a to and fro out there. You have to care to start here, to realise, because ego and pride and all the other stuff that's within the self-defense mechanisms of the indoctrination that's within us all. You have to overcome all that at the door. It don't matter where you are or where you're sitting throughout true earth. Don't matter what you've done, what you started, what you've been through. Though it all matters, it's part of the healing. Can't live in denial. No cognitive dissonance. No fear. No confusion any longer. Because I'm not coming at you always stupid. No, with treacherous intent in heart. Stand up and stand against it all. It's called the so-called heart. It's already fulfilled in spirit and truth. And we all have to do the same. Without even getting up